Hey, Peep Game. Good energy, good vibes. We on that. I'm here with Big Sam. We about to give y'all legendary vibes. You about to peep and tune in. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Big Sam, Samantha Reaves, better known as B.I.G. We are here. If you're tuning in with us now, you have just tapped into the hottest place to be right now, Sips and Success. My name, again, is Samantha Reaves. I am a designer, floral enthusiast, all things inspirational and motivational here. And today I have with me someone very special that I've been following for a very long time. So excited to have him here, Mr. Dash.
For sure that.
Better known as Dash, Big Digital, Mr. Peep Game himself. I just want to give you guys a quick little snippet of my take on Mr. Dash. So he is a creator, a motivator, and who has built a platform of authenticity, mindset, and real life elevation. Through this signature Peep Game series, he challenges people to look deeper, think sharper, and level up in every area of their lives. He's built a community by being raw, relatable, and consistently showing up with wisdom that hits home. Whether he's speaking on self-improvement, accountability, or personal growth, his energy pushes you to take ownership of your own success. So please show some love to my kids.
Yeah.
Real quick, Dash, tell the people about yourself on your own. With your own words.
For me, everything, what you see is what you get. You know, like I ain't faking for nobody. Like she said, it's authenticity to the max. But I am who I am, and who I'm not, I'll never be. And I ain't trying to be. But you can believe 1,000% of everything I say, because that's how I'm coming. Real, raw, uncut. Believe that.
All right, so we're gonna get into a quick icebreaker. Like I'm a lover of all things music. I love a good track, little album. Dash, if you had to pick a song or artist right now that kind of portrays who you are as an individual or where you're at on your journey, who would it be? Or what track would it be?
That's really tough, for real, because I got like a mixture of people, because at this particular point in my life, like, you know, like I'm about my money for sure. Mm-hmm. So I'm boss man D-Lo to the door.
Okay.
But if I had to pick a song, it would be it's a DJ Khaled song. It's called Grateful though. It's called Grateful.
This man got to get out of my head.
Yeah, for sure. Just
to piggyback, I was literally going to say DJ Khaled would be for me. Yeah. Because he just, everything, his aura, everything he gives is always God-driven, you know, leveling up, bossing up. And sure. he was the underdog for a long time.
For sure.
So I'm with DJ Khaled all the way. All right, so let's get on into it. We're going to sip and spill a little bit. Let me grab my little drink. Cheers. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get into the sip and spill. We're going to spill a little tea, sip a little drink. Let's go. Let's do it. You going to keep it real?
As I should.
All right. Let's drop some gems. All right, so first for starters, you're very open with your audience. And you being transparent, I know sometimes that can be a little hard.
For sure.
What started you on your journey to say, you know what, I'm going to keep it real, I'm going to tell it like it is, and tell these folks the Peep Game?
To be honest, I understand the fact that we live in an internet-driven world to where, like, a lot of people suppress their feelings or what they're going through, what they got going on, but I always believed in living in my truth. And I feel like, you know, like, authenticity wins in the end. So it's like, I look at me as being the voice for a lot of people who aren't vocal, who aren't, you know, willing to tell their story to the masses, because it's like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who live through you, whether you know it or not, to where you can be this person's motivation or inspiration or this person's survival guide. So with my friends, with my, you know, my family, I always been this person. I just, like, you know, we live in the internet world to where, like, I'm going to just put it out there. Like, who receive it, and who don't, you know, it may not be for you.
Right.
But that's what took me to it, to know that I could be helping somebody, and it genuinely warms me to know that I've helped somebody, motivated somebody, inspired somebody, or just had them realize, like, you're not the only one going through that. Like, you know, all of us go through something, pretty much. Yeah.
I think for me, it was more therapeutic when I pressed that button. When I turned the camera on.
For sure.
I was like talking to me. It was like somebody on the other side looked like me, sound like me. Probably going through the same shit.
Ain't no problem, because we all going through something. You know, like we just go through the same things on different days in different ways.
Right.
Like we are nobody exempt. Nobody exempt.
We can all relate in some way, and I think that's so powerful. And I appreciate that about you. But with that being said, do you remember what that moment was when you first said, I'm gonna start putting this out? Did something happen? Was there a pivotal moment?
I actually do remember that moment. It's crazy because the very first time I went publicly, posting videos or whatnot, first quarter, little backstory, it was two people. They do videography in the city. It's YPC Nay and
shout out. Go shout your people out.
Blazing Photos. Big shout out to them. They held a class, right? A class basically to put you out there, like to show you like, hey, this is what you need to do if you're trying to take content creation serious or whatnot.
Okay.
And I didn't view it as content creation. It's just me being
raw.
There you go.
Okay.
Like so. But it just so happened to come around a time where I was going through like one of the worst times of my life, like a downfall of my life, like where I've been all the way up, and then at that particular moment, I started posting videos when I was going through a rough patch in my life to where I'm facing adversity, but I'm like, most people, if you are facing adversity, you're not gonna publicize it. Granted, I'm not telling people what I'm going through, but they don't know that this is what's going on. Because, some people view you in a different light to where they think your life look oh so amazing to the masses. Not that that's the imagery you giving, it's just because you hold up so well.
Right.
But I just wanted people like to understand, like at my roughest of moments, I'm still trying to inspire. I'm still trying to motivate. Like, but I can stand in the face of adversity. I done seen a lot and I done overcame everything too. So when I'm putting it out there, I want it to be known that if I can do it, you can too.
Period. Yeah. I love that. And I think everybody can relate to that. That's very powerful. Every message you put out, you really just speaking from your own experience. That's what we do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people look at it, like you said, through that window, thinking that everything is perfect because you look good. I look good too, by the way. I just want to say that because you look good, you don't like what you've been through, and everybody don't carry pain and pressure, adversity, and all that the same way.
For sure. That you hit that on the head, because it's like, I don't look like what I've been through. Like, I'm light skinned, so nobody don't think I done been through nothing for real.
Pause for a second, Dash, because y'all don't be taking us serious because we light skinned. And I don't like that, okay? Because we got something to say too.
For
okay?
Sure.
Light skin don't mean nothing. Y'all be acting a little
really light skinned for the win. For the win. Ahead. But nah, like, like people view you from the outside looking in to where they only know what they see. Like, even if you done been through something and they see the glitz and glam of it, they just see the result. They don't see the journey, the process, like what you go through. But
100.
As human beings, none of us are exempt from a hard time, rough patch. And that's what I be wanting people to understand. Like, bro, like, I'm not making it look good to you on purpose. It's just you wouldn't understand what I've been through to get here where I'm at. So I just want that to be understood. Like, no, don't go faking like you happy. Like, nah, like, you got to go through that adversity to understand, like, bro, like, it's still real life. Even because if you fake into the internet, when you get off, you still got to face that mirror. You still got to face that mirror.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
That's true. We're going to take a pause. Break, friend. You'll stop it for me just so we don't run out of footage. Okay, that was good.
Yeah, for sure.
That was all right, Dash. Moving on to something a little personal. Let me know what's off limits. It ain't nothing too deep. But I was gonna say, so when you think about where you are right now in your life and your journey, where would you say you are? Are you building? Are you healing? Are you growing? If you could just recap this moment right now where you're at.
Where I'm at currently right now today.
Currently. Now, if you want to share something about where you've been, that's cool too. But
for sure.
Right now where you at.
All right. I mean, okay, right now today, I kid you not, like, I'm at peace, I'm happy, life is lifing in a good way. I'm evolving, I'm growing. But where I came from and what I've experienced have led me to where I'm at today. Meaning, you don't just become polished overnight. Like, I had to go through some things. I had to experience some things to get to this particular point. But at the same time, even when you're going through something, you have to understand that it's up to you to actually want to change, want to grow, want to evolve. Like, if it's not in you to do that, you'll continue to make the same mistakes. You'll continue to have the same story over and over until you yourself actually want to, change for the better. Right. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm Amazing, actually. 10 out of 10, highly recommend.
Okay.
For sure.
You heard what he said, 10 out of 10 recommend. Well, just to piggyback on what you said, I kind of feel like I'm in the evolution stage too, where I'm like blossoming into this like beautiful butterfly.
For sure.
Because I done been through so much, I done seen some things, but I'm taking everything that I've experienced and I'm kind of cultivating it into this beautiful thing. And if we just rewind real quick about that outside looking in thing, I think because we make the most of each moment that we have and we kind of push forward each and every day, people don't realize that we are relatable. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And if you talk to me,
most definitely,
I could probably help you out.
Most definitely.
I could probably, give you a little gem or two to kind of help you push forward. Like we're friends, we're not enemies.
For sure.
But with your circle, because I don't know if you got one or not.
All right.
Mine about this big.
Okay. Same.
But do you feel like the people around you, you're surrounding yourself with people who are on the like-minded, or is it mostly everybody and then I tap in where I need to tap in because of my peoples, or how you feel about them?
Nah, most definitely at this big age, everybody who I'm around, like we on the same type of time, as in like we're at this big age. We have, the older you get, the shorter your margin of error becomes. Like you can't make the mistake that you made at 14, you can't make at 34. Like it's just not the same. But yeah, everybody, I actually prefer to hang around people who have more than me. So it allows me to know, like, to stay sharp. Meaning, okay, you're doing all right in life, but there's still a ways to go.
Right.
Like, it's always room for improvement. Like, never get too comfortable. But the people who I surround myself with, like my partners that I got, like, yeah, like, they all on the same type of time as far as mentally trying to do better, trying to grow, trying to evolve. Granted, nobody, perfect. We all human, everybody flawed. But for the most part, that's where everybody aim is to do better.
Right, 100%. And I mention that because I think a lot of times people think if I separate myself, it creates friction or issue with my people or whatever. But sometimes you got to isolate yourself to grow.
Most definitely. It sounds cliche, but like elevation and isolation, like you really do, it really involves separation. Meaning, like you said, some people, because they don't understand where you're coming from, they're gonna look like you changed, you think you're better. But in all actuality, they're viewing from their point of view. Granted, I tell people all the time, in life, period, I'm a viewer of both sides of the fence. Like, if somebody chose to like distance themselves from the crowd, I'm not looking like you changed. It's like, okay, maybe we don't know what they got going on or what they went through to make them say, I'm about to take this route. So if people were more open-minded and not trying to look at you for who they remembered you to be, when you were around them or whatever the case may be, like, yeah, they will understand, like, okay, I see what type of time you on. But granted, I think it's just life, and naturally people are going to be who they are. They're going to view things how they view it. But it's not for them to understand. It's your journey. It's your vision. Like, it's your life at the end of the day. So, those that get it, get it.
Let me take a little sip for that, because you take okay. You preaching too. Okay. All right. Now, with that being said, you say that you on a different type of time,
For sure.
You on the grind. I seen a post, and I'm just going to be messy for a second,
okay,
y'all.
Then. I'm here for it.
Because Dash had the money on the table.
Okay,
Okay?
All
he
me.
had the money on the table.
All me.
But, talk your shit. But with that being said, I know that when you spoke in that video briefly, you could have said a lot more. You could have been a lot more. I know the story can be never ending if you actually went through every detail of what it took, the grind, and to get that.
Most definitely.
Share a little bit just about that whole journey, because I work in a financial institution. And I was looking at the picture. I'm gonna put a picture of that on that screen. But that money, each one $100. I know we was looking at a good like 15. Might have been more because we'll go back. It was just the front. Just the front probably been 15. Okay, I ain't trying to put out there what he got. I'm just saying.
For sure.
But just that alone, because like for example, when you post your videos, you're at work.
Most definitely.
You at the 9 to 5 getting it in, and I appreciate that about you because it makes it so much more authentic. You're showing them like, I'm working for this.
For sure that.
You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about the one,
for sure,
that was on the table, I'm not going to ask you to be specific about how much it was.
All right.
I'm not going to ask you to be specific about how long it took. But if you had to share anything just from capturing, putting that out there, when you put it out there, because that can be, sometimes it can be perceived as
most definitely
I'm bragging, but by the way, I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, okay.
But I know that had to take a little bit of hustle. Now, I don't want people, I think sometimes when people click, they're thinking, oh, who this nigga think he is? Or
most definitely.
So tell us a little bit about that grind of stacking it.
Okay, so honestly, I focused on the discipline and the consistency. It's like this.
Good.
Like, I've had times in life where I've had a few dollars. I've had times where I was dead broke. I didn't like the dead broke feeling. So a little backstory. I started like really saving my money during the pandemic time because I seen what the pandemic did to the world and people.
Yes.
Like it was a blessing for some and it was the total opposite for others. So I'm like, I always believed in like stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Like proper preparation really does prevent poor performance.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I always like this is a true story. You can ask like my mama, my brothers. I've been saving money since I was like 5, 6 years old. Like I had a little suitcase type of thing under my mama's bed. And like I'm 5, 6 years old, but it's like $80, $90 in there. But at 6 years old, like, but so it's always been a mentality of mine. It's like, granted, I understand that in life, everybody will need somebody at some point in time. But if I can help it, I don't want to have to need anybody because I understand people got their own life, their own thing going on. But as far as like the stacking part, it's not easy at all. Right. It's not easy. And that's what I want people to understand. Like, it really does take like dedicating yourself to not just the grind because there's a lot that go in. Like you can be saving your money, but if you out to eat every day, it's going to defeat the purpose. So I have a time in my life, a point in my life where, if I'm on the 60-day stay down, 90-day stay down, like, real life, I try to go look for some EBT, go get me a nice little bit of groceries that last me that not 60, 90 days or whatever it may be. And then I real life lock in on some no frivolous spending for real. Like I went public that's why I went public to show people like, nah, like I'm doing this for real. Granted, you're gonna have some people like, I know he not faking, but some people like, man, you done cheated before. Like, but nah, like if I do cheat, I'm cheating me at the end of the day. I'm never cheating me. That's like settling for me. Like, so to make a long story short, like there would be days like I was tempted now. Like I had to have the willpower to be like, I'm not gonna eat Chick-fil-A or I'm not gonna go to Longhorn. And that money that I would spend there, like it would go like in the stash. Like every paycheck I get to this day, right now, I got this thing I do called a bill check and a cap check. Because I get paid bi-weekly.
Catch the gems, y'all. Catch the gems.
So it's like every cap check is you can do whatever you want to do with it. Like this has not got nothing to do with your bills. It's a bill check and a cap check. Every cap check, I put $500 in a personal savings. My personal savings is what my dollar bills is. So when I get paid, I go to the bank and say, hey, can I get $500 in $1 bills? And I go and I turn my head to it and I consider it. I call it Lord have mercy money. Because it's like, if I ever run into a hard time, like, I know I got that. Like, it got nothing to do with my checking account, savings account, or none of that. It's all me. Yeah. But I real life turn my head to it because it's like, it's there, but it's invisible. Because there you go. Like, but it's like, it's really a discipline thing. And I understand, like, when I live life every day, I see the temptations that's out there. As a person who's mentally polished and, like, I see where people not go wrong, but I can see why you tempted. Like if you've been a person who you've been down 10 months of the year, right? Down meaning financially. But when tax time come, I can't look at you to be like, I'm about to start saving my money. You've been down 10 months. You're about to go have you a ball. Right. You feel me? But like, it's like, I understand like sacrificing a good time now for a great time later. Like, but you gotta be disciplined. Like, without the discipline, it won't be there. And you gonna have your distractions and temptations. It's just, whether it's a financial goal, whether it's like, it's Lord have mercy money, that gotta be stronger than what your vices are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I did. But it's been been saving it since the pandemic. So like what the pandemic is 2020.
So I done did the math, but I ain't gonna share it with the people. But just kidding. But so I like that. So you basically go in hibernation mode.
For sure. Like I got real ugly, real rough. Like no haircut, no nothing. Yeah, like but for me personally, like it's a mentality. The uglier I look, it put me in a grind mode. Like, you know, I never cared about no opinions because they don't pay no bills.
Fact.
So it's like, I don't care what you think of me. I don't genuinely, like, you know, opinions are just that. They're not facts. You make, like I said, people on the outside looking in, you might be looking like, oh, such and such done fell off. But that's not the case.
You don't even know for real.
There you go.
You don't even know for real. Man, okay, I ain't gonna. But listen, I think that's important that you shared that because on your platform, you may not have went a little deeper into that message, but that just blessed. I don't know how many people gonna watch that and be like, you know what? This
Free game, peep it.
All right, Dash. So with all that being said, what is something that keeps you grounded and motivated when you are having those tough days? So I know the hibernation is technically intentional because you're trying to stack, but when you are having a rough time, when you are going through rough things, for example, death.
For sure.
I know you recently experienced something like that as well. How do you, if you could tell anybody, you know, anything about how to cope with staying focused and keeping it pushing, even when you're going through things that you feel like you're never going to get through or, you know, you're not going to get past that moment? Because sometimes I think we get wrapped up in the moment so deep, we don't even know how to move forward. So what do you do that keeps you grounded?
To be honest, I've experienced death since I was a teenager, like 14. I've been losing people since then. But on top of that, I understand life. And I understand that it's not going to be easy regardless of how you get through it. Like you still human, you still got feelings, you still have emotions.
Right.
But over time, what I've learned in life about life is that it's going to forever throw you curveballs for as long as you live. Like, so instead of getting caught in the fact that this moment is actually happening, I'm already mentally prepared for something to happen. Not necessarily go wrong, but for something to happen because that's what life will show you. Life will show you the curveballs. Like when life going amazing, like everything just seemed to be going good. I already prepare my mind, like not in a negative way, but just to know like something bad is to come because that's what life is.
Yeah.
That's what life is. But I always tell people that you human. So you still gotta give yourself grace, but to where you can't get stuck in the moment. You can have your moment as a human being, whether you grieving, whether it's like, you know, you might have a time where you might want to pull your hair out. Like you can have that moment, like, but don't get stuck in it because you getting stuck in it is exactly what it sounds like. It's quicksand. It's gonna sink you in. But me personally, I've just trained my mind to understand that even though I don't want to go through losing a friend or somebody close, I don't want to go through this curveball that's to come, but life has shown me over time that it's bound to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen regardless of what. So my method may be different from others because some people focus on the moment, like whatever's going on right then, and what you focus on grows. I'm the opposite way. Like, I have my moments, but I don't get stuck in them. I grieve like everybody else. I'm human. Like, I have a time or 10 that I go through. I done had times where life going amazing for me and then my car break down. You know, like, so it's like, I just understand, not even trying to sound woke, I really do understand life and everything that come with it to where, like, it's like, this just another test. This just another stepping stone. You know, like, so it's either, regardless of what, at the end of the day, whether I continue to go on or stop, life gonna continue. And I'm a person I'm a winner, naturally. Like, I won't let life defeat me. Granted, life wins in the end, but you catch my drift as far as whatever it seems to me, like, I'm gonna overcome it. Like, adversity is like, you my hardest opponent, but I always come out on top. I always gonna come out on top. Because
gotta be great on the end.
Yeah, like, because if I allow you to beat me, it's like, it makes me normal in a sense. Normal as in, I can't consider myself a winner if this tough task or rough patch is what I allow to defeat me. But that's what life is. I tell people it's like life like a game. Like Pac-Man, Mortal Kombat. You know, every level that you go to, like, it'll have something, a new difficulty to where, like, it's either you gonna quit the game or you gonna find you a new way. Like
that's a good analogy.
You keep having to repeat the level over and over until you complete it. So it's like, okay, this I gotta do this different in order to do this. Like after a certain amount of time, it's like you catch the drift. You understand, like, okay, this is what I gotta do to win.
Yeah.
And when you beat that level, like you gotta know that it's inevitable that there's another level to go to and another one after that and another one after that. Yeah. It's ongoing.
I love that because it's like a little bit of strategy that you're building in the midst of the trouble. Because like you said, you're gonna keep repeating the level over and over again if you don't do something different. Because that's what the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Oh, that's crazy. Fact. And I think for me, what keeps me grounded is more so is like, I ain't gonna lie, I give myself 24 hours. I was gonna curse, but I'm gonna keep it clean because, bitch, you got 24 hours.
All right.
You got 24 hours to let it out, whether you're gonna cry, kick, scream, fuss, whatever. Even though you're gonna still feel the moments later, once I have that release, I've had that time to express myself, let it go, and all that good stuff. Then, like you said, I gotta get to the W. I gotta keep pushing.
For sure.
The baby's at home waiting.
There you go.
And I gotta keep going. So, with that being said,
I can piggyback off that.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like this, right? Like you got your method. That's your method. Like 24 hours, and we gotta lock in. And that's why I said, like, everybody different. Somebody else might, I'm gonna take it head on right then and there. But I have my days to where it's like, okay, boom. Like, I understand that this is going on. And it's like, I'm gonna use death as an example because everybody has to experience that at some point in time in life. Like, whether it's somebody close or whatnot. And it's like, when you go through that, it's a weird, grief is a weird feeling because.
It's out of body.
Yeah. It's like a blah feeling, meaning if you love somebody for real, it's like you understand what death is, you done seen it, but it's like you have all type of thoughts like how this person, like it don't even look right with RIP by their name, things of that nature, right? But it's like you gotta have that balance to where you snap back, like, as much as I don't want this to go on, as much as I don't want to go through this process, like I have to go through it to get through it. You got to, because you can't run from what's in front of you. It's reality. Like, it's knocking at your door, and it's either you gonna face it head on or let life defeat you. But you gotta get to that W, like you said.
I love that.
For sure.
And it's kind of like, I think about it as if it could have been reversed.
Most definitely.
So if I'm out here living free, you know what I'm saying? My soul's still here. I gotta be making the most of that time because I don't know when my time gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And the best way that I honor the person that I miss, that I love, that I care about is by living out that
facts, verbatim.
And real quick, I just want to insert something right here. I should have did this earlier in the show. We can edit this tape if we need to, but I do want to shout out real quick. I'm not gonna get emotional, but I do want to shout out Miss Donna Bella, because this young lady gave me my first opportunity. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get it together, bitch. Get it together. She gave me my first opportunity to sit in front of a camera and do an interview. And at that time, I was telling my best friend, I was like, it's crazy because why is she asking me for an interview? And I didn't feel like I was nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I had going on, but I had already been talking about my own show.
Right.
And this right here, y'all, this is my baby. I ain't gonna lie. This is my baby right here. Sips and Success is all things real, all things raw, but we're also having this real dialogue, real conversation to help each and every one of us grow in our journey. But she gave me the first opportunity to sit on the couch and do an interview and have me speak on her platform. And she didn't even know at that moment that she fueled me with something while I was still working on behind the scenes, building my own. So I just wanted to make mention of that real quick. Rest in peace. Rest in heaven, angel. Anyway, moving on. But no, your brand is literally Peep Game. Yeah. So if you had something that you wanted to put out there right now that you think people need to peep game the most about just right now in life in general, what would it be?
Oh, that's tough.
It's so tough. Much, right?
Yeah, agreed. Like, it really is a few things, but if I had to dumb it down, like narrow it down, I would say literally to just be yourself. Because the people are going to gravitate to you regardless. Like, your people are going to gravitate to you regardless when you just be you. Yeah. Like, for example, like, in the day we live in nowadays, you got most people who want to be the rapper. But it's like, the cameraman is vital also. You feel me? Like, it's just be you. Because it's like, when you live in your truth, you got nothing to hide. Like, you don't got nothing to think about what you said or was I acting this way, because it's authentically you. And the people are going to receive you for being you. And like, people know when you faking. They know when you're not who you claim you are. Like, maybe not right then and there, but at some point in time, like, it unfolds. So just be you. Like, when you be you, like, everything that's meant to align with you, it comes in due time. I genuinely feel like that. Like, just be yourself. Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
I love that. And I also want to share, you saying you're speaking real shit right now, but also I picked that up because when I hopped in this man inbox, I was like, who is this lady? What do you want? But when I hopped in his inbox, like in your inbox earlier in the year, and I was like, listen, I really want to sit down with you. And I want you on my show because I feel like you got so much more to offer, and so do I. And sometimes people just need to hear the conversation.
For sure.
Not on it, not, you know what I'm saying? Not on the internet, but in a different setting where it's dialogue between two people, because you have one perspective, I have one perspective, but we're so, just talking to you in a short period of time, we're so much alike. And that's crazy.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's crazy. But with that being said, he accepted what I had to offer, and I didn't even feel like it was much that I was offering. He asked me for nothing. When I asked you to sit down, because what you put out there on the internet is genuinely you.
For sure.
You're the conversation starter. You're the person that's going to be transparent. You're the person that's going to talk about it. And I realized, just watching your video, I feel like I know so much about you just from those snips. We didn't even need this moment, but I'm glad the moment's here.
Right, for sure. But it's me though. Like, I'm really giving raw and uncut, but it's because, again, like, I don't care about no opinions of me. You're gonna have people who may tune in. You're gonna have people to scroll like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. But I get it. Like, I'm not here to impress. I'm here to motivate, inspire, and let people know, like, you're not the only one who go through something, but I'll put it on display so you don't feel alone.
Right.
So you do understand, like, well, damn, like, if he made it through this type of situation and I'm going through the same thing, he's letting me know that it can be done. So that's the type of time that I'm on. Like, I'm not on fake woke type of time. Like, nah, like, everything that I put out there, like, of course I want you to receive it, but if you don't, it may not be that time for you, or it may take this person or these people to share it on your timeline for you to tune in. But at the end of the day, I'm just me. I ain't trying to be nothing less than who I am. I live in my truth. So it's like, I want people to receive that.
Right. And that's important. I think if people tap into more of their light, what they bring to the table, first of all, you got to acknowledge it, and you got to recognize that you have something to offer. Everybody got something to offer. And when you recognize that light, I think you level up mentally in a different way.
Agreed, because I tell people all the time, like, everybody who you meet knows something that you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's your superpower. You knowing what this person doesn't, or you being educated on this, like, it's really a, like, reach one, teach one. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that there may be things that I don't know that you do, and vice versa, but, like, that's where the connect comes in.
Right.
Like, if you're just being authentically you, like, that'll just be an outpour. It'll just be that, like, it'll be an understanding between two people, like, damn, like, I ain't even know that this person knew that just from surface level, like, just on the outside looking in.
Yeah. Well, we've said a lot. We've talked a lot. We asked a lot of questions. Is there anything, just gonna ask you real quick, anything you want to ask me?
I do.
Oh, God.
What?
I was hoping he was gonna say no.
Nah, like, what? I know you. I know you mentioned the lady who you just mentioned. R.I.P. to her.
Yeah.
Like, what made you want to take this route? Like, specifically, like, how you asked me? You said basically what made me start making videos, and I said Blazing Photos and YPC Nate had a class, and I was like, I know I could do this, but it's like, let me see if there's something specific being done that I need to do before I just jump out there on the internet.
That's a heavy question. Let me see how I can shorten it up without being too long. I don't think that there was something specific that triggered me or that made it happen. I think it was more so knew that there was conversations that needed to be had that we can offer something in a more positive light. Because I feel like people navigate to negativity.
Agreed.
it's like a magnet. You clickbait, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we spread so much negativity and there be so much going on that the world is already crazy.
For sure.
Right. And this has been an idea for actually like more than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my good friends in Memphis, she actually asked me, she was like, I just think you should be sharing more than what you do. And you don't know whose life you saving every time you speak. Because at one point I got discouraged, and that's just drop a little gem.
Yeah.
I got discouraged and I was like, well, is anybody actually receiving what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? What am I talking to myself? Like, why am I doing it? And I stopped for a while. And I think the moment I sat down with her, because that particular individual, she never made me feel small, as big as she was to me. She never made me feel small. She never made me feel insignificant. And after recording one day, it was either after the photo shoot, because first she asked me to be the cover of her magazine. And I was like, girl, what? You want me to what? Why you want me to be the cover of your magazine? And some time had passed. When she hit me up, we did the shoot. She was just highlighting everything that I felt like I kind of already wanted to be doing, but I didn't feel worthy and I didn't feel significant enough, you know? So from being the cover of that magazine and then doing that interview, well, the interview might have came first actually, but she sat me down in her office one day and she was like, why aren't you giving the world, it was something like, why aren't you giving the world what it needs from you or something? And she was like, you need to take every opportunity you get to share. I can't remember the exact words verbatim. And it changed something in me. And I just want to say that because she was so impactful in my life for such a short period of time. She probably didn't even know. You know what I mean? But I think that moment is what triggered me to push a little harder when she
Right. That makes sense. That's what you were saying earlier when you was like, you might have your 24-hour span, but it's like, I gotta push through it. This is not just for me, but I know what it would have done for you as far as like warmed your spirit, put a smile on your face, like she made you tap into what she saw in you.
She really did.
Yeah,
she
for
really
sure.
Did.
Nah, definitely.
And you know how everybody got that person in their family or their life, their friend that they call. I used to be drained by that. I used to be like, well, why everybody gotta call me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like it was not that they didn't know it, but it was a load for me too. And it was like, well, when I need to call somebody to drop all of my stuff, I'm not. But I also watched a video that said, you know, the reason that you're that person is because God created you to be that person.
For sure.
It's not, I was looking at it in reverse. I was looking at it like a negative thing, like, oh my God, well, why is it always me? Everybody calling, getting advice, But really it's because he designed me to be able to produce that for people. And he gave me a certain level of wisdom and knowledge to be able to help myself. Everybody can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I have my moments I vent too. My friend behind the camera, she'll tell you, bitch be crying. No, excuse me, cut that. But anywho, but I think that's why I was saying about like knowing your light, knowing who you are, seeing yourself.
For sure.
Because I used to feel like the ugly duckling.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I know, right? No, I'm just playing. But no, I used to feel like the ugly duckling. Like, not that I was necessarily ugly, but it was just kind of like, in the mirror, I didn't see this version of who I am today. And I think that's the learning lesson in a lot of things that we do too as people is like, you see this polished person, but I wasn't always this.
Right.
I'm not always this. But once I grew into my wisdom and recognizing my light and seeing who I am, that's what changed. That thing clicked. It's like a light bulb. And sometimes it'll happen after you go through something too. That thing will just click. You know what I'm saying?
Time,
yeah.
It takes something for the, like that ignition for you or whatever. But yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I definitely feel that.
I'm glad you asked that question because I don't think I ever really shared that with anybody like that, not even my best friend. But so with that being said, that was a lot. Y'all, I have really enjoyed sitting on the couch with you today.
Likewise.
He'll be back.
Most definitely.
At some point. Yeah. But I cannot thank you enough. And this is the parts of the show. Here on Sips and Success, we want to create an atmosphere where we give people their flowers.
Okay, then.
While they're still living. Now, don't y'all be judgy. Saw my florist and designer friends on the end of the camera because I know I'm a florist. Don't worry about it. He gonna get his real flowers. But we just want to give you your flowers today, Davon.
I definitely appreciate it.
And really, I'm gonna tell you I picked a red rose for you because red represents resilience.
Okay, then definitely that.
Honor and passion. And I feel like what you put out there into the world is simply that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna give you your flowers today. I'll do a video of him getting the real flowers. Don't talk too much. But these are yours.
Definitely appreciate it.
And we want to thank you for coming today on Sips and Success.
I definitely appreciate you having me, for sure.
Anything else you want to say before we close out?
Yes, definitely. Honestly, like, I'm big on giving people their flowers while they can still smell them.
Mm-hmm.
So this really mean more than what you would think.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, for real, like dead serious, to where like you can be a person that's close to a lot of people, like close as in shoulder to shoulder, and people don't realize what you do for them or what you've been for them until you're gone. Like, they don't notice your presence until you're no longer there.
Right.
So to actually receive the flowers while I can still smell them, knowing, you know, how long this has been brewing, as far as, you know, like how many conversations we had as far as this. Like, yeah, it means more than what you would know, for real.
That makes me so happy. Yeah, no, that represents you well. And it's a whole lot more that I could say, but I just wanted to give you your flowers and thank you for tuning in today. And let's take another little sip.
For sure, that my type of party.
Oh, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. We just tapped in, locked in with Mr. Dash.
Hey, Peep
Big
Game.
Digital, Peep Game,
The
Mr.
largest.
Peep Game himself. And it's your girl, Samantha Reaves. We're closing out and we appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in.